Like, hello everybody, welcome to the first community call of April. We have a lot of exciting news for today, so I'm really excited to get this off. But first of all, I want to welcome Rafael. Rafael is our new social media manager. So Rafael, go ahead and introduce yourself, please. Can you guys hear Rafael?
I cannot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rafael, we couldn't hear you, but we're gonna give you, I don't know why, Discord, these things happens all the time. But if you figure out, I'll give you another opportunity at the end. Just know that we're really excited to have you. Instagram already looks awesome. I'm super excited to keep sharing your stuff on my personal account and go GoodDollar. Yeah? Woo! Okay, Tiago, can you tell us stuff about numbers? You're on mute. Your microphone is on mute. It's gonna work. This one is gonna work, but your microphone is on mute. It still shows that you're on mute on my screen.
Oh, we can hear him.
Okay. Mamá, estic a una reunió, eh?
I can hear you, Tiago.
Mary, Tiago is done.
Oh, thank you, because
He's giving you the word.
I don't know why I couldn't hear Tiago. So Bertrand,
Discord has some bugs sometimes that depending on when people joined. I think if they are talking, we have to refresh if we can hear them. It's really annoying.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. Okay, I hope I can hear you, Bertrand. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's try. Can
Yes,
you hear me?
Woo! All right.
Barcelona, can you hear me?
Yeah, again. Go ahead. Thanks.
A small update on liquidity. So we have increased, the liquidity has increased on the farming of Uniswap V2, on the pair GoodDollar MCUSD. So when I checked yesterday evening, it was a total deposited of a bit more than 1,000 US dollars value, and this make an APY of 90%, which is I guess one of the reasons that it has attracted this kind of funds, because time it was around it was much less than $1,000 on this fund. I've moved my before. I've moved my liquidity, we tried to have a concentrated liquidity on Uniswap V3. And then with Ada, we tried to align the price of concentrated liquidity and Uniswap V2 because it was much more efficient than the liquidity on V2 for the price impact. But we discovered the bugs that when removing all the liquidity, it bugs the price in the pool. Then Ada followed the advice of Uniswap and created a new pair, SUSD, that fixed that. So now we will add more liquidity on V3 than on V2, and this way we'll have a better way to have a small price impact when swapping between GoodDollar and CUSD or MCUSD, and to compare with Uniswap V3, which is using concentrated liquidity. I will also create a pool on Uniswap V3 for GoodDollar CUSD. And this way we'll have kind of A/B testing between Uniswap and Uniswap. And that's all for today for me.
Adrian, does like anyone has questions about liquidity? Now is your moment. I have a lot of questions, so I'm not gonna make.
Mary, you're muted, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Thanks. I was like saying like thanks for Tran.
Welcome.
Thank you. And like if anyone has like questions about liquidity, like now is your time. I always have like a lot of questions, so I'm not gonna take over because I'm trying to understand how liquidity works. But thank you so much for all you do, Bertrand. Okay, who wants to go next? Like Anna? Pat?
Yeah, I can go. Or Pat. I'll go first because mine's faster than Pat's.
Okay, go ahead.
I entered the Notion. Scroll up.
Estic on Aronia, no puc, no vinguis, eh?
Thiago, you can't hear Anna.
Thiago,
Do you want me to share? I'll share the screen. I'll share.
Wow, Discord is super buggy today. It sucks.
Yeah, sadly. Okay.
Notion.
Yeah, you can. I'm sharing my screen. You can drop yours, and I can hear Anna. And I'm gonna be presenting later, so I'll just take over now. There's
Okay,
a
cool.
call.
Thanks, Pat.
There you go.
On 1 second, let me just see it.
Is it just me that can't
Is
hear
it
anything?
loading up? Pat, is it loading for you?
Yeah, I have it on my screen. Sharing.
Oh,
Can you
I
see it?
can't see anything, but okay.
Okay, so we're having
Can anyone
Discord
else
problems
see?
today.
I see like stream has ended.
Okay, I'm gonna start it over again. Let's try
yeah.
one more time.
Sorry, team.
Now, yes. Now I can see it.
Okay, great. So, just a few. Can you refresh? I entered in more details. Okay, great. Hopefully it'll load. All right, terrific. So just a few updates on like GoodDollar out in the world and some other like growth and ecosystem updates we have. Last week, Sam spoke at the Sustainable Blockchain Summit in Boston. She was talking, I'll insert the link after this. I know she's on this call and can share more, but proud of all that she's achieved for her newsletter, Web3 for Good. She was talking about the importance of actually crossing over, language and the words that we use in terms of about crypto and blockchain and how we use that to connect to non-technical, non-crypto audiences, which is really critical to our work. So we'll share more there, but awesome and congratulations to her. I know she also met Angelo there as well from our partner from the Cello team, so I'm excited to hear more about that. This week we have like a really exciting big week coming up. It's Consensus in the US, which is actually one of it's the US's largest blockchain and crypto conference and one of the world's biggest. And I'm really happy and proud that Dollar is going to get some real shine there this year. We have, Cello there's two big opportunities for us. Cello is hosting a Refi House at Consensus. We have a number of opportunities speaking at the Refi House, which is all about, crypto, social impact, etc. So we'll be on stage for 2 or 3 different slots at that sustainable blockchain event. And the really exciting big win is that we have a main stage feature as one of the top projects that are recognizing crypto's empowerment promise for social inclusion. So this is a very, very, very high earned media win, if you will. Thousands and thousands of projects apply to speak, to be featured at Consensus. This actually came to us through a partner, if you will. So the panel is hosted by Trisha Wang. She works for the Crypto Council for Innovation. They are one of the top lobbying organizations globally for positive examples of crypto in the world. I don't know if you're all familiar with the name Sheila Warren, but Sheila Warren used to be at the World Economic Forum, and this is her new endeavor where she's doing a bunch of education, both policy and, let's say, more general audience around crypto's positive applications in the world. She's a longtime fan of the project, if you will, and is really proud of what we've achieved. And so she is the person who made this speaking opportunity happen, and also is going to be featuring GoodDollar in a range of post-event reports that are about the strongest projects for social inclusion that we believe will have really high visibility in crypto, but really importantly also not in crypto, and policy work as well in terms of showcasing the power of blockchain for the world. So that's really exciting. A few other small things. I was on a podcast last week. I dropped the link in there. We also have called the FML podcast. It came through eToro. We talked we discussed GoodDollar and all of the things we've achieved. That's there for everyone to take a look at if they want. Hadar and I, if we scroll down, Hadar and I are going to be on the D-Org Hot Seat podcast today, which is a new D-Org is actually one of the largest decentralized developer communities and organizations. They're the organization that actually organized the DAO Drops contest that we won or participated in. And so they've featured some of the top projects already, like Lens, Uniswap, etc. So they're kicking off their podcast. This is a big win for us in terms of reaching out to a more technical community. I know that in particular they're really interested in talking about the token model. So we've got that going on later today. Two other, I guess, marketing event related things that I didn't put on the agenda yet, but I think are important for us to know about. We're actually going to be featured in next week. There's a conference called Tech for Good. I'll drop this in afterwards, but there are 2 upcoming social impact conferences where GoodDollar has actually been invited to participate. So these are not crypto conferences. These are actually social impact and philanthropy conferences where we are kind of crossing over as an example of a technology project that's actually using blockchain technology for a positive impact on the world. The first one is actually Tech for Good, which is a conference in DC in 2 weeks. So through our beloved friend Lauren Sirota, she is going to be presenting at Tech for Good the concept of giving UBI for specific ecosystem payments or specific, say, socially good acts, and how we can use blockchain to actually monitor out, social good output, with money in. So that's really cool. And we've also are nominated to speak at SoCap, which is the world's largest social impact investing conference in Seattle. And so I know many of you guys have voted for us and celebrated that. I think I hope we'll win. The reason why I care about these is because it really shows the first time that us as a project are really, we're at a level of viability where we've done enough and have enough under our belts that we can really begin to have these conversations with NGOs and other impact professionals, not in that we're experts or that we know what we're doing, but that we've done enough that they're very curious and understanding how to actually work with us to leverage technology that we've built to help them accomplish their goals, whether that's programs in terms of climate or humanitarian crisis or what have you. People understand the real value of getting money to people on an individual level, and a lot of crypto and blockchain actually, despite the potential, hasn't focused on systems that have built delivery systems for that. So really exciting wins in terms of getting the project out there in the world. And thank you to Mary and to Raphael and everyone else who's already helped me with the consensus draft and also continue to do this week. So thanks to all of you guys. Hopefully we'll get some, with the Cello launch and everything, hopefully we'll get some really great media hits and this flywheel of attention will just continue. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Anna. But do you want to go ahead or you rather me going first?
Up to you.
I'll go first. I have a very short update. Can you scroll down? Yeah, so as you know, this week, the renewal of the community moderators has been approved again, with 99.75% support and 144 votes. We're almost erased 600 people on Snapshot, so I hope we can keep increasing these numbers and participation. And we have in the call Andres, who is one of our awesome moderators, to talk with us today. So Andres, go ahead. And Andres was a little bit shy about his English, so if everybody can encourage him, you're gonna do great. Go for it. Can you hear him? I know he's in the call.
Oh.
And Andres, can you hear him, Pat? Is he talking?
No, can't hear.
Wow, thanks Discord. Okay, another time then. I think we can go. No, we couldn't hear you, Andres. I'm sorry. At least I couldn't, and Pat can't hear you neither. If you wanna try exiting the call and joining again, maybe that will fix the problem. But on the meantime, I think we can go ahead with progress and the community update. And I hope I can hear progress.
I hope you can hear me too. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. So, couple of interesting things. During the Passover week, we had Special Kitchen and Ito do an event. So it was basically centered around
Oh, if you want to
provision of
hey bros, if I didn't know you were talking about this, but we actually have Dorit on this call, so maybe he can tell us what this event was about since she was there.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let me just move to the next thing. Yeah. So next up is there's a donation campaign currently going on. Courtesy GoodDollar Brazil, Christine, and it's basically donating gas to some victims that have been affected by the rain that can't afford basic source of energy for their day-to-day. And if you follow the link, it'll take you to their Twitter handle, and there you can see the GoodDollar link where you can make donations. I would say everyone should go in on this. This is what we stand for, right? So yeah. Next up is the token engineering study group is now available. Yay! So we've not kicked off yet, but still on mobilization phase. We have our group set up on the token engineering Notion page, and everyone is welcome, to jump in and be part of this. We're going to be taking these classes together, and we are starting on the let me see. We are starting on the 13th of May. So all the details you find for this are in the GoodDollar page for token engineering, and those links there are for the Discord and the Telegram groups for the GoodDollar token engineering study groups. So yeah. Next up, Cameroon had Frank from Cameroon had a talk last weekend with ESSEC Business School, and where he talked basically about economic intelligence and challenges in Web3, and he mentioned GoodDollar too. So there are the photos there. You can check them out too. So yeah, that's basically the updates. There is one more update. I don't know why it's not updating on that screen, but it's here on mine. And Frank was interviewed by an online media house called Kibi's Expert, and it was an interesting interview. So I'm dropping the link now to the YouTube page. You can just drop a comment because GoodDollar was also mentioned, and yeah. So yeah, this is it. Thank you, guys.
If you can go back to the volunteer day that we had with the Itoyo team, and we actually have Yoni with us, I saw today, so he can share also. But basically, what we did, we had a day where the Itoro solution manager team joined us, and we visited Pesia Kitchen initiative at Tel Aviv. We were organizing food packages before the holidays in Israel. It was just 2 days before Passover holiday here in Israel. And we actually demonstrated to the Itoria team how we can combine by using the technology and adding value to NGO, local NGO, anywhere in the world, by them getting some donation and supporting the initiative, which specifically the Basic Kitchen initiative, demonstrate how you basically take food waste and contribute it to the ones that doesn't have the opportunity to get fresh food. So it was very really really interesting to see how the Itoro team, they presented question, and we had a conversation after, and this is part of an overall efforts that we are doing and investing this year in onboarding the Ito team to be part of the ecosystem and to join the community, to be active and to contribute more than what they contribute as the company, which we know that and evaluate their contribution, but also to contribute to the community knowledge and anything else to be part of it. So this is Yoni and me smiling. And Yoni, you are welcome to add anything, But basically, it was really, really interesting, and we are going to do some more days like that.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
Okay.
Does everybody hear me?
yes.
I can.
Ah,
We do.
great, great. Well, yeah, I just want to add that you explained it great, and it was a really impactful day. And as you described it, we packaged food for people who need it, from rescued food, mainly fruits and vegetables that we got. And we talked GoodDollar before, in between, after we had people sign up. Some of those amazing volunteers donated on the spot, um, and it really was a great day. And hopefully, we're going to have more of those to come. And that actually kicked off here at Perseus Kitchen in South Tel Aviv location, that we're actually transitioning this location into a community-run site, like our other locations. Specifically, this was the first location, so we had staff here. And now we're actually transitioning this site into a community-run site. So we kicked it off with eToro, and hopefully they'll come again. And if they don't have the time, or they can't come in, but so we'll have another group come in. But we're gonna have every day, every Thursday, we're gonna leave a spot for GoodDollar, and onboard amazing volunteers who come in and actually triple the impact. Not only food rescue, solving food insecurity, but also onboarding the UBI, which is the X factor, how I feel it in food rescue. And here I have our cool shirt on. Uh, I need to make more of different colors because I can't wear it every Thursday. So that's it. I hope to keep on updating and have more to come. Thank you for everybody who helped set it up. Dorit and other staff members from Itoro and Hadar who came over. So thank you all for helping setting it up. It's a dream come true for me, and again, hopefully they'll come again. I'm already talking with them, and maybe we can sometime make this site in South Tel Aviv like an Itoro-based site run by the Etorians, and we'll have everything run on chain, hopefully. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Yoni, for having us on the site.
Thank you.
Pat, it's your turn. Finally.
Can I just close the tab? Hi, everyone. This is an exciting day. And in the next few hours, we'll be releasing the GoodWallet V2. You'll be able to access it through wallet.gooddollar.org. And what's new about the GoodWallet? It is multi-chain. Oh, okay. Well, so what does that mean? It means that it can connect and it has visibility over the two chains where the GoodDollar protocol has distribution contracts. So as you know, you've been claiming from the Fuse distribution contract, and now you also be able to claim using the GoodWallet from the Celo distribution contract. So let's take a quick look at the interface here to see what's new. So the first thing is this indicator of the network that the GoodWallet is connected to and the ability to switch. So you can see tapping here, anywhere here, you can switch from Celo to Fuse. You can also switch from Celo to Fuse by tapping your chain balance. You see that you have your total balance here that shows the sum of the GoodDollars that you have over Fuse and Celo. And right below it, you'll see your balance per chain. So here's my balance on Fuse. Here is my balance on Celo. When I click here, I am connected to Celo. If I click here, I am connected to Fuse. Here, you can see I'm connected to Fuse. If I click here, I am connected to Celo. So what does that mean to me as a claimer? It means that I can claim connected to Celo, And ooh, that's a really nice claim value. Thank you, Hadar. So you can claim from Celo here. There you go. And you returning to the menu, switching to Fuse, you can claim from the Fuse distribution contract. In the future, we do want to do some changes to the screen, maybe put an alert reminding people that they can claim on Fuse, claim on Celo if they haven't done that day. And hopefully that's going to be work that we're going to be doing soon. What else is new here? There is this button in the middle of your chain balances. This is how you get into the bridge. So the bridge is what we use to transfer the dollars from one network to the other. Right now, this is a micro bridge that was developed by Good Labs. And it will allow you to transfer between 1,000 and $1 million good dollars. So you select from which chain you want to send your good dollars. So I want to transfer my good dollars from Fuse to Celo. So I connect to Fuse, I tap the button, the bridge, I decide how much I want to transfer, then I click next, and I will see this. You receive 990 good dollars on Celo. Why are you only receiving 990 good dollars? That's because you have to pay 10 good dollars in fees to use the bridge. So the money that you're paying fees will stay in this bridge because this bridge is a liquidity pool. So it will provide liquidity so that other people can also use the bridge. In the future, there might be partners or other people, other projects that would want to integrate the bridge with the GoodDollar wallet, and that would come in replacement of this. So for instance, when the Kima team finished developing their bridge, it's a possibility that we implement their bridge here, and their bridge has a different way of functioning, but it's still going to have fees. And this is why we wanted to start introducing people to the concept of fees, because if we are really to fulfill our mission to onboard people to Web3, we need to educate them about all of the elements of Web3. We do a lot to hide that from people, and it has been great to onboard people, but we feel like we're missing, right? We need to let people know of all of the variables that are involved into working and using Web3 in general. So this is part of a larger project that we are doing into bringing those Web3 elements back to the Good Wallet and teaching people about them. In the future, you see that we will make explicit how much in fees people pay to do transactions. But for now, only the bridge will show how much in fees they're paying. And that's a different kind of fee too. We have network fees that it's all hidden through the GoodDollar wallet. And there are other fees, such as to use the bridge. We're starting gradually to tell people about fees, and we're starting with the bridge usage fee. What else is new here? So, as you know, rewards used to live here with a trophy icon. We moved it back to this new bottom navigation. So rewards right now are only available on Celo. So if you are connected to Fuse and try to open the rewards tab, you'll see this little modal telling you to switch to Celo. When you click on it, it's going to switch you automatically. And it works pretty much the same way. You copy this link, you share with your friend. Your friend will open the wallet, will go through the uniqueness and liveness verification. And once they are green-listed on Celo, you get the rewards from the Celo rewards pool. If I could give you like one piece of advice is to wait until next week that we're going to have a beautiful and big Invite Rewards campaign with the Celo team as a sponsor. Then you see also the donate page.
Pat, I'm just going to jump. Can I just jump in and say one thing here, which is that invite campaigns cost money, right? So I think this is a really important point for the community is that and bring a friend, which is this is we've always had marketing referrals or invite campaigns as part of the protocol. Actually mentioned in the earliest days of the white paper that we would take a portion of that goal was always to, for community growth because GoodDollar is peer to peer. It was critical that we always had friend bring a friend, if you will, and allocate funds for that. For the past 3 years, the Good Labs has essentially sponsored those, or eToro has sponsored those. What does that mean? It means that someone's actually going, they are buying GoodDollars, issuing GoodDollars that then are given away through the invite campaign. And so as you guys know, the Cello Foundation, as part of their grant to the DAO is actually to seed the adoption of GoodDollar on Cello. And so one of the main purposes of their grant funds is actually to fund invite campaigns. So they are actually going to fund purchase of the GoodDollars that then go to the invite campaigns on Cello, which is what Pat is discussing launching this next week. So this is a really powerful way that we can actually work with other partners who want to sponsor onboarding thousands and thousands of new users to GoodDollar, whether on Cello or on Fuse, right? So just to make sure it's really clear, other companies on Cello could actually purchase or sponsor invite campaigns. The Fuse Foundation also could purchase and sponsor invite rewards for for invite bonuses on Fuse, or any company could on Fuse, right? So I think it's a really important, I'm just sorry to interrupt here, but it's an important thing to understand that this is an opportunity for people who want the invite module and the referral is one, it's a really critical, important part of the protocol that enables us to work with partners like other foundations to actually help onboard thousands and thousands more people to GoodDollar. It's awesome that the Cello Foundation has committed relatively large sums, thousands and thousands of dollars, to actually support the onboarding of new GoodDollar users through the invite campaign. Hopefully we'll see more and more partners take us up on this opportunity. And it's also really important to note that as we think about new versions of the protocol, right, and Progress mentioned the token engineering, working on the really exciting that we have this invite campaign coming up this next week. It's been a while since we talked about that, so it's just important for me that we connect it to the larger context and the bigger picture of the role the invite rewards play as part of our overall growth and network.
So next we have the donate page, which we're bringing to the GoodWallet because we want to give people something for them to do with their GoodDollars if they feel like they donated, or if they just want to be good people and support causes. We have this page here that shows a bunch of good causes that we have been in touch in the past, people that are part of the GoodDollar protocol. And here is a place where you can submit your cause to. I'm expecting lots of new causes to be submitted in the next few weeks. Next, we have the Learn shortcut, which takes you to the knowledge base, which is work that the advocacy team, Sam and Anna and Mary, have done to organize all of everything about GoodDollar, so you see lots of info here. And then there's a link to the Good app that you all know, and a link to more information about the DAO. So here people will learn about what is a DAO, and they will be able to sign up to snapshots. So our goal with this bottom navigation is to, first of all, to make it clear and help people find more information about the dollar and actionable things that they can do. But also we want to measure to see what people are interested in, and we are really excited about in the next few weeks. Lots to learn and lots to contribute to people finding utility in the GoodDollar token. The one thing that I didn't mention is how payment links work. So payment links are chain specific. So if you are connected to Celo and you pick send, you see your balance on Celo, and that payment link will be Celo specific. So when someone clicks on it, if they are connected to Fuse, they will be told that they need to switch to Celo to claim, and vice versa, and also the same with receive. And that's it from me. Any questions?
I just had a question to confirm that the bridge can be used already both ways.
Well, when the GoodWallet is launched officially, yes, it will be used both ways. I have tested it before. I think Lewis is doing a final tweak, a gas tweak. But yeah, it will work both ways. I have already bridged both ways to Fuse and Celo, and it's working.
Okay, and it will be shown when you look at the transaction, it will be shown front bridge or two bridge, like you have seen. Okay.
Yeah, from bridge. And you can always open the Explorer here and find more details. So
Okay.
you can say in this case, so I'm connected to Celo, and this is a credit to Celo, so it means it was sent from Fuse to Celo. And then when I go to Fuse, you see here that I sent from Fuse to Celo, so 1,000 left my account on Fuse, and 990 arrived on the Celo side because of the fees that I paid to use the bridge.
Okay. You could tell a bit more about the fees, or they are computed or calculated?
The minimum fee is $10, and the fee, if I'm is 0.15%. So if I were to transfer 10,000, the fee would be $15.
Perfect.
Any other questions?
There's
Mary,
a couple
do
of
you have any questions?
I have questions, but like there's a couple of questions in the chat. I can read them. So Steven is asking, is the GoodDollar wallet also from now on we're gonna call it like the Good Wallet instead of like the GoodDollar wallet? Like let's call it like the Good Wallet. So he's asking if the Good Wallet is gonna have seed functionality in the future soon.
It could, if we find that that's a good thing that the community wants. Yes, why not? I don't see why not. We do have the private key, but you mean the words, right? The problem with the words is that they usually come in English, and we have a global community of multiple people that don't speak English, so we would have to find a solution to that. But that's a possibility. I don't see why not. It's not in the immediate roadmap because we have lots of other things to solve first. But yeah, that's if there is enough people asking for it, we can make it a priority, of course.
Cool. Dan is also asking, will it be possible to have public wallet address on the receive icon soon? I don't know exactly what he means by that. I don't know if you know, Pat, or if you can clarify, Steve.
Say that again.
Will be possible to have public wallet address on the receive icon soon?
So yeah, that's a good one. And also, I would love to be able to send to a specific address instead of generating a payment link. So those are two improvements that I think would take priority over the seed, for instance, because those are things that I found myself needing to use, and that I think are really another step in teaching people about Web3. The seed is also a good one, but yeah, that's a good one. We can add that to the wish list because that would be really, really easy to mock up in terms of interface, and we could put that as an item in the wish list, and hopefully there is a nice kind developer who can help us build that. Good one.
Yeah, that's a cool.
Pat, can you? I just dropped the roadmap, the revised roadmap. Could you take just 2 seconds to update everyone on the call in terms of how you reworked the roadmap, just how you reworked the roadmap and how we're thinking about things?
Yeah, sure. Let me just, for whatever
Because all of
reason,
these are great questions and great feature requests, and I think it's important that everyone in the community understands how we're thinking about the different products and engineering streams.
so yeah, this is the new, the new front for the roadmap. The roadmap is still the same, but it's a new way of seeing it. We have organized the roadmap into tracks, as you know, and we are now, in terms of how we work, we're trying to focus specifically on the quarter, the next quarter, so the quarter that we are in, as we found that in the environment that we work, Web3, things change so fast, and we get new partners and new opportunities, and sometimes they're just too good to postpone to when we have time in the roadmap. So this is how we're looking at the map from now forward in terms of quarters. At the top, you see the strategic initiative. So these are initiatives that are not related to a specific product or a specific department, and it's quite the opposite. They usually are related to a bunch of teams, a bunch of people working together, and it's what keeps us aligned as a protocol, as a project. So you see, for instance, now we have this clear label of priority, meaning that, for instance, this week, everyone was really focused on the GoodWallet launch. When you open the GoodWallet launch ticket, you see here that we added the team property that shows that this is run by Cello and Good Labs. And for instance, when we look at the GoodWallet, the GoodWallet now has multiple teams working on it. It has the Good Labs, it has the eToro Labs. So you see here the teams. What else is new here? We added the partnerships and integrations, and you see conversations that are ongoing. And the wish list, it's still a little bit empty because we're all focused on the launch, but the wish list is a view of this database, which is a database of efforts and projects. And the wish list is where we're going to put ideas like Steven's to add the address to the receive screen. Also, maybe remove the balance from the receive screen because, if I'm asking to be paid, I don't need people to see how much money I have in my account. So, since it's in the same database, once something is picked up from the wish list, it can be scheduled for delivery, and it will be in the good roadmap. So a roadmap is always a work in progress. If you have a fixed roadmap, it's just outdated way of thinking roadmap. So as we're working, as we're finding new partners, we're adding things to this board. If there is something that you want to add here, you should, if you are not able to leave it here, please talk to me, let me know, and I will help you create a card and add all the information that you need here about your project so that everyone has visibility on what's happening. Anna, have I forgotten anything about this? Have I forgotten to
No,
share?
I think just important to mention visibility, what's happening across all of the different development efforts in the GoodDollar ecosystem, right? So
Yeah.
visibility on what are the next features that are going into GoodWallet, visibility on what's going into GoodDApp, visibility on what's happening on a protocol or a DAO engineering level, and I think really importantly, the integration work, right? So now that GoodDollar, our goal is actually to have GoodDollar be a useful token for other projects and our users to be able to use other dApps and use their GoodDollars in other dApps. And so we are focusing a lot on integration. I think the other and the upcoming partnerships. So this is a way to see how we're thinking about growth. And really importantly, we've done this also because we know we want multiple teams to be able to contribute, as Pat discussed. So we're trying to rethink how we think about the roadmap so that multiple teams can actually contribute across not just the interfaces, but the protocol level, DAO levels, integrations, partnerships, so that it's very clear what are the different components of the GoodDollar ecosystem and what are the plans for each one of those. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
I got a question about the roadmap. It's like the wish list site. Are we gonna have it on DWORD too, or from now on it's just gonna be there? Like,
I would say that the work is for when we have it more structured. To be honest, I haven't really given too much thought on it because I was so focused on the Cello launch. But the way I'm seeing is that the wish list could be a way where we can just drop ideas, and then, for instance, if it's something that needs UI or that needs some more help, like maybe you have an idea but you don't have the skills to design or to make something happen, so you drop in the wish list, and then you can have other people saying, hey, I can help you build it. And once the project has legs, we can move it to DWork, where we can get developers to actually work on it. But if anyone has other suggestions, I'm happy to talk to you and figure out a better way to do things.
we're almost done with the time, but I want to give the opportunity to Raphael to see if we can hear him now. Let's try it again, Raphael.
Yeah, good.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Amazing. Well, happy to be here. First of all, I'm gonna be taking care of Instagram mainly. So I'm jumping in. Like, I know GoodDollar since last year when I met Pat and Mary and Jazz at the time. So got very inspired by this project. Like, I kept an eye on that since probably last March of last year, like 2022, and I'm very happy to be now part of the team. So I want to keep tied to you, like with all the community, and hear all your inputs and doubts, and to realize how we can establish a very good communication, like to onboard other people from non-crypto, non-blockchain native people. So whatever you guys have to share, like, I will be very happy to receive. Thank you.
Happy to finally hear you, Raphael. Okay, we're done with the time, but I want to see if like anyone has anything to say. Please feel free to like any questions or like any updates that you have. Like if anyone like wants to say something, now is your time. And if not, let's keep an eye to socials and like app updates for like the new GoodWallet Multichain. Thanks everyone for joining. Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.